Hello again. In the time that I was not recording, I cleared out the area, built a few things, built a chest to put some of the stuff in. Went ahead and made a few picks because I plan on digging down to get us down further in the earth with a chance to get the minerals that we need to build the stuff that we want. Built a few furnaces just for smelting and burning things in general. Like I said, went ahead and kind of leveled out this area. What we have here is going to be my spiral staircase down into the depths of the earth. Before I do that, I'm going to go outside and see if there's any animals nearby. It's probably always a good idea to have just a little bit of food if you're going to go down into the world, because terrible things seem to have a good way of finding you and taking away your precious life. At least that's been my experience in this game. I can't believe the amount of coal that I'm seeing just right out here in the open. In fact, I hate to spend time just gathering coal, but there's never enough coal. Alright. I don't see any pigs though. I was really hoping to see some pigs close by. Yeah. It's a strange shape to be naturally formed. There's no pigs at all, apparently. I'm not going to venture too far away from home. I was really hoping I could kind of step outside and go grocery shopping. Apparently that is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Some cows over here at least. This gives us a chance to kind of see the map that we've been given there. It's not a bad thing to go venturing. Goodness, at the coal. It's just insane. I'm not really sure what the wool is used for. I think it's just used for paintings right now. No, I've never made anything out of the wool. Oh, I don't have a shovel. Bad. I beat the dirt with my torch. Remember to make a shovel before we go down to the earth. Actually, a couple shovels. And I know I said I was coming out to find meat and I'm just mining coal, but I'm sure torches will come in handy going down as well. Probably need to make more axes though. Or axes. Pickaxes. Whatever. I'll come back for the coal. I'm not gonna spend a whole 15 minutes of YouTube video mining coal. Alright, there's officially no pigs. We're pigless. That's another reason why I like to... That's cool. Another reason why I like to get an indoor farm going as quick as possible. Because having a steady source of food that you can gather during the night is always a good thing to have. Because, like I said, you always find plenty of ways to take damage in this game. Really looking forward to the patch that's supposed to be planned for the end of this month. Man, there's just coal everywhere. There's supposed to be a addition of new monsters. Oh, look, a pig! You'll be mine. But he doesn't drop any meat. Oh, two of them. Prove me wrong. He was hanging out around the sculpture we got over here. Oh, nice maturity, Jason. But yes, there's a lot of great additions that he's planning on. Notch, that is, when I say he's planning on adding at the end of this month in the update. This game's got a lot of potential for development. I mean, it is still in early alpha. Well, I don't know if it's early alpha. It's still in alpha, at any rate. And just the amount of things that can be added to this game. I'm sure once the finished version of this game is done, it's gonna have a lot of people playing it. I mean, I looked the other day to see how many copies he'd sold, and it's quite a few. If he actually sold them all for the $13 that the game sells for, I think it was like $4.9 million worth of revenue he's made for. From what I understand, one guy making a video game, that's pretty, it's pretty decent. I'm jealous. Alright, make me a couple shovels here. Move that coal over. Throw my stuff on the ground. Alright. Another thing I'm going to do, like I said, I was going to make a spiral staircase. So what I'm going to do is let my ADD kick in and go over here and cook my meat is what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make some steps. Stick that in there. That will allow me to build the spiral staircase. So you put 3 cobblestone in there, it lets you build these little half steps. And I'm going to use up all of that cobblestone to make half steps with. And I probably won't show making the entire spiral staircase all the way down, because it'll probably take some time, and I imagine it'll be probably pretty boring to watch. So what I'll probably do is get it started, give you an idea of the design method I'm going to use for that, and then I'll probably cut the video off and finish up getting down to the bedrock. What I'd like to do is build a staircase all the way down to the bedrock. I've never built a spiral staircase that far. I normally just use it for like a second floor or something like that. And it might be a bad idea because spinning around as you go all the way down, it might make people dizzy, especially since I'm putting this on YouTube. But I'm gonna give it a shot either way. So let's see here. I got a bunch of torches I made, got a bunch of picks I made, and some shovels. So I think we're good to go here. I'm gonna go and start digging down, and hopefully I'd like to hit another cave system close by, ideally. Let's see here. In fact, I should probably start building the staircase from the top up, just so I don't get to the bottom and then not have enough steps to get down, or up, whatever. Let's put this on the bar. So the way this works is, you get one step there. If you hold down shift, it allows your character to kind of, it's called sneak mode, but it prevents you from falling off the side. What I use that for is, you can get on the side here and put blocks down like that. So anyways, you get the idea. I'm just going to do this all the way around until I get to some stopping point, be it either the bottom of the earth, or if I hit some kind of cave system that we can explore. And normally the cave systems also have minerals and stuff like that, which is really what I'm looking for right now. I'd like to get some iron. Really, I'd like to just run straight into some diamond. Like right now, I'd like to take out this next block and see, bam, diamond. Which obviously we're not going to get that lucky. Diamond normally, it's pretty far down in the earth, is my understanding. I don't think you can get it this high up. I think you do have to go quite a bit down. I've never seen it anywhere that I didn't find magma. So I'm pretty sure you have to go pretty far down before you start seeing the diamond, which is what we really want, and want some as soon as possible. Another thing I've been doing quite a bit of, actually, and if you look at my YouTube page, you'll see that I just added a video yesterday of a multiplayer server, and the people I've introduced this game to, my friends that is, I've suggested that they play multiplayer, and so I've done a lot of multiplayer, and right now the alpha survival multiplayer doesn't really have mob functionality. You can't take damage, and you can't die, and that's something I'm really looking forward to, is the multiplayer version of this game, to play with friends once it gets a little bit further along in the programming state, because I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I've read a lot of people's opinions on what they'd like to see done in the multiplayer, and a lot of people are talking whereas they'd like to see it like the Diablo in the in the aspect that the mobs will either spawn quicker or be more aggressive depending on how many people are on the server. And I really think exploring this game and raiding the dungeons in a multiplayer setting is going to be a lot of fun. As of right now, the survivor, yes, the survival multiplayer is kind of more of a creative mode game. You still have the hearts. Scary music. That's a good sign that I am getting near something. You still have the hearts and everything, but you can't take damage. You fall off of something and you don't take any damage. In fact, neither can things like pigs and chickens and stuff like that, which is actually pretty annoying because they'll be in your home or whatever, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can beat on them, and they just laugh at you. But it is still in early alpha, so I'm not complaining about the state of the survival multiplayer, but I am really looking forward to playing this game in a multiplayer setting once it gets further along. I don't know how much I like digging down the earth with the spiral staircase because I really can't get a bearing on how far down I've gone. Not really going to go back on this idea now though, so I guess I'll just get used to that. What I'll probably do actually, what I normally do is make this a 5x5 area so that I can put glass walls up. So I'll probably do the same thing with this. Right now I'm just more in a hurry of getting down to the ground and see if we can find something pretty quickly here that will be interesting and might yield something like some iron. I could use some iron. That's one thing I have to find some iron before I find diamond, obviously, because it requires an iron pick in order to mine anything above coal or iron. So if I was to come across some gold right now or diamond, there wouldn't be anything I could do with it because I couldn't mine it with my stone pick. I guess that cave system that I heard through the music is not directly below me because I've not run into it yet. I think what I'm gonna do is probably cut off this video here in a second, and that pick is done, and go ahead and go down a few more steps until I hit something of interest, just because you've seen enough of this to get the idea of how this works if you were to want to build your own spiral staircase. Not that this is a very complicated design that you couldn't fathom on your own, but yeah, everyone comes up with ideas differently, so it might not be something that people thought of, and if this is a design that has helped you in the game, I'm glad I could have helped. But yeah, I'm gonna go and stop this here, and I'm gonna dig down a little bit, and I'll start the video back up once I hit something of interest. And I hope everyone enjoyed this video, and I hope you've enjoyed the other YouTube videos I've made. If so, please comment, subscribe, let me know, and I would be happy to continue making them. Thanks again.